Oh yeah, what's up guys? It's Apollo here. Hope you guys are doing well and welcome to another siege battle in Medieval Kingdoms Total War 1212 AD, the mod for Total War Attila. This one is a ginormous siege battle. We got 14,000 troops on the battlefield. This is a 3 vs 3 online battle and Bohemia is under siege, but they do not stand alone. We have the Duchy of Bavaria supporting them and we have the Kingdom of England, but they're going to be showing up as reinforcements. But are they going to make it in time? That is the question. Will they or will they not? All right, so attacking them, we have 3 armies here. We have the Kingdom of Jerusalem in Cyprus helping the Kingdom of Jerusalem. We have the Kingdom of France. Of course, they hate England, so I mean, trying to kill English allies is always on their to-do list, I guess. And then over here, we have the County of Toulouse, which is one of my favorite factions. A recent faction, but definitely one of my favorites. I mean, look at these guys. They look great. They're ready to go. They're ready to fight. So let's now look at the army comps and get this one started. We are going to do normal speed here. And we are going to go very fast over the army comps just because there's 6 armies and I really don't want to spend 7 minutes going in detail of each army. So let's just do a general overview. We'll start with the attackers. We'll begin with the County of Toulouse, who's bringing a couple of heavy shock cav. He also has a lot of archers here, some hunters, which is a okay archer unit. They're not as bad as peasants, but they're not exactly great. And then he has his heavy infantry, the perfect soldier here. It looks great. Look at this dude. Look at this dude. That is awesome. He looks so good. So they've got great infantry, great archers, just a classic medieval army. Here's his general, actually count. It's got Raymond VI, Count of Toulouse, which is really cool, a historical figure there. We'll now move on to the next attacking army, which is the Kingdom of Jerusalem. He's bringing some dismounted Hospitaller Knights. He's got the military order swordsmen, lots of swordsmen in the mix. He is bringing a Bombard, which is going to be great at destroying walls. More swordsmen, more archers here. He's got Hospitaller Turcopoliers. Very, very nice. Also, he has a catapult, which is great at burning down cities, and he has more great axemen on the flank. That's going to be it for the Kingdom of Jerusalem. Now moving on to France, he's got some French nobles, a couple units of cav, and he's also firing some bombards here. He's got 2 units of artillery. He is bringing some spears sergeants for infantry, and he's got the standard sergeants high period. He also has a decent number of troops in siege towers, which are sergeants high period. They're going to be the first ones to take the walls. And then he's got the very glorious Scots Guard in the back. So that's it for the attackers. Let's now move on to the defenders. We'll start with the reinforcement force from England, which is mostly consisting of infantry. He's got foot knightly retinue in the front line. He has the heavy bill, high period. Back here, he's bringing some yeoman archers. The very back, he does have some men-at-arms on horseback, and he's got some foot men-at-arms, which is very deadly pole arms there. And he's got his general, the English king. The king himself showing up to save Bohemia. Let's now look at Bohemia. So Bohemia, they've got a lot of great sergeants with the tier-shaped shields, the kite-shaped shields. Really cool. I believe that's high period. Yeah, no, early period. So actually early period units. He is bringing some Pavis crossbowmen, which are a very sturdy crossbow unit. He's got them scattered around, mostly defending against the County of Toulouse. But yeah, more sergeants early period. Hopefully those early period units can hold against the high late period units. It's going to be pretty challenging for Bohemia, but they can do it. He does have a lot of reserves in the back, which is more elite units, like some halberds late period. They got the nice steel plate armor. The Bohemian king waits for the English king to arrive. And that's pretty much it for Bohemia. Let's now move on to Bavaria. They are bringing some heavy sergeants. Very cool. Heavy sergeants are also in the Teutonic Order roster, so a very similar looking unit. Which makes sense, I guess. And then he's got some spear sergeants. Of course, back here, here's some Pavis of Bohemia, though. He is bringing more spears. He's keeping them in reserve. And he's got a catapult over on this front. He does have most of his infantry facing the other factions. He's got sergeants high period, some Bavarian knights, and more heavy sergeants. So just a good mix of crossbows, heavy infantry, and heavy cav. Here's, of course, the crossbow sergeants. And now we will, well, I think that's it. Yeah, those are all the armies. So we can now begin the battle. And yeah, let's start this one. And sure enough, look at this. The defenders are sending out some Bohemian knights. and they're going to get an early charge, trying to take out some of these archers. And we are using the camera mod. Oh, he's going to charge in some of his infantry there, and they are going to get knocked down. They're going to get knocked out of this world, quite literally. But no, well, most of them are getting back up, so it wasn't extremely costly. But the Cav is going to try to muscle their way out of that prolonged melee, and they're going to continue to push, try to go for the archers, really surprising the county of Toulouse here. They're now sending in their Cav with the great axes. I love that they have one-handed axes with shields. That is a really cool looking setup there. But yeah, if we zoom out here, the Cav is about half strength. They're going to continue to push through. They're trying to just run down the ranks and get to the artillery, really just cutting down any vulnerable units they can find, but they are not going to make it alive. And I don't think they're going to be lasting here much longer. They are getting cut down pretty quickly. Let's zoom around, or zoom out, I should say, and see what's going on here. The Kingdom of Jerusalem is pushing forward, trying to get their siege towers in the front here. They are firing back with artillery, which is great. It's great to see the defenders put down some nice bombardment, bombardment power, because the attackers are doing the same exact thing, just giving them a taste of their own medicine. The archers are in range, trying to soften up the defenders before they advance and take the walls. This is just classic siege battle gameplay right here. Just, you gotta use your units very effectively. You want to make sure you use them at their full capabilities before you engage. And actually, the Sconce Guard, they are not moving up. So maybe the French are saving the Sconce Guard for the later stages of the battle. Let's head back over here where this is not good. This is not good. Okay, so number one rule when attacking as, well, the attackers in a siege battle, you never want to go in alone. Unless it's a crazy situation, which in most cases it's not. But never go in alone like this. Wait for your allies to send up their siege towers as well. They are moving forward, so it's not going to be that off. The timing's not going to be that off. Yeah, it's a little too early there, but it's okay. It's not the end of the world. It's good to see his allies are also moving up. But the first ones to take the walls, of course, the county of Toulouse. So let's go to cinematic view and see the thing drop. The siege tower, or siege tower drop. Words are hard today, guys. Oh my god. All right, there it goes. Here they come. They're like, this is it? This is all they can send us? All right, here they come charging. You can see the officer with the big black plume on his helmet. Some feathers. A tree is lit on fire. My goodness. I told them not to put gasoline on the trees, but they never listen. I mean, seriously, though. How does a tree catch fire so quickly like that? Nice arrows supporting fire there on the county of Toulouse infantry. They really need to try to soften them up because this is a tough unit, especially for early period units. But finally, they're charging in. They're going to take them on. And let's see what's going on over here. We do have more fighting. We've got the sergeants early period from Bohemia in shield wall formation, just trying to hold them back and let the arrow towers in the back there do all the heavy lifting. So this is actually really good for Bohemia because of how, they're attacking at different times. They can focus on one area at a time. So we can get some really cool 1v1s here because of this mod here, this camera mod. All right, let's zoom out here where we do have some forces getting very close. Now, the Kingdom of Jerusalem leaving behind some siege towers. That's an interesting decision there. You definitely want to attack multiple walls. You want to attack as many places on the walls to overwhelm your opponent. So giving up the siege towers like that, that's I don't know if that's the best idea, but we'll see how it works out. Here we go. Here comes more troops coming down, finally supporting the county of Toulouse's advance. So they're storming in. One poor guy got lit on fire. Rest in peace. The officer, one of the first ones to go in. There he is. You can clearly see him in his fancy uniform. And, oh, wait, what is this? We got a cav charge from Bavaria. There's a breach in the walls in the sergeant's high period. They did not expect that, but he needs to get his shock cav out of there. You don't want to leave him in prolonged melee against the French sergeants because the sergeants will chew up your cav because, that's what they excel at. But charging is really good. Just continue to get the charges, but maybe he's just trying to slow him down. I don't know. It looks like he's making his Bavarian cav make the ultimate sacrifice, hold their ground, and fight to the death. Now we have more siege towers pushing to support that main infantry fight. There we go. This is where the siege is going to get really juicy, guys. Really juicy. England still not, they still can't advance yet. They're still waiting for the correct time, which I believe was about 10, I think I said this earlier, but 10-15 minutes. They should show up any moment now. It hasn't been quite 10 minutes, I don't think. All right, Toulouse is just really trying to muscle their way through this. They're really having a lot of difficulty here. Oh, sorry guys, they got some little lag there. They do have some supporting arrows coming down, trying to kill the reserves. He's got some halberdiers out in the open. So, you know, I think he should just try to hide the halberdiers for now. I don't like when players see a choke point and they have troops already there defending the choke point, because that just makes them really, oh my goodness, sorry guys, what is going on? It makes them a huge target for arrow fire. So yeah, he should probably get them behind some buildings or something like that. But more and more troops going at it. Oh yeah, oh yeah. I love that black and white uniform. Very Teutonic of them. All right, so let's zoom out here, guys, and see what's going on in the other parts of the battle, where you can see that the Kingdom of Jerusalem, they have taken the walls here, and they didn't really see as much resistance compared to the County of Toulouse, who have still struggling to take the beginning walls. More and more military order swordsmen taking on, let's see, what is he fighting here? Sergeant's High Period of Bavaria. So the Bavarians are putting up a light defense against the Kingdom of Jerusalem. How's the fight going on here? Well, the French are easily taking this one, just pouring out of the siege towers, trying to get through this gate. He is taking on, let's see, what is he taking on? A unit of spear sergeants in square formation, just trying to prolong the arrow tower attack from the siege tower, or siege arrow towers up there, sorry. Look at that front line. Form square. I think they are surrounded here a bit, so that's usually the best decision there. To form square so you can fight on multiple fronts. We've got a struggle over here for the small mound. But yeah, I think this is going to be, well, actually, hold on, guys. The French are breaking here. So Bohemia and Bavaria, they're actually holding quite well here. He can now focus most of his forces. They can break square formation, focus their attention against the sergeants of France, but they definitely need to send up more infantry. And look at this, Bohemian Knights. Most of them are dead, but they're still putting up a great fight. Excellent fight. Yeah, get them. I love Bohemian, or not Bavarian. Sorry. I'm gonna mix them up throughout this entire battle, guys. They both start with B. I'm dyslexic. It's gonna happen. I don't know how I got through school. I didn't. Alright, so yeah, the Knights, they're down to, I mean, they're less than 25%. They're getting cut down. They are breaking now. And finally, the French can now advance more troops through the breach point. Archers are now falling back. The front walls are crumbling. The attackers are taking it. Sergeant's High Period holding this thin roadway against some Hospitaller Knights. They're going to use their great pole arms to break through. I love this camera. Look at this. Look at the angles we can get. This is, it brings so much life to the replays. Oh, what happened to you? You just died? All right, so they're pushing their way already to the center position. More and more forces here from Jerusalem are breaking through. They're now sending over support to help poor County of Toulouse. But to be fair, County of Toulouse, they're doing fine. They are doing fine. They're breaking through the numbers here. They're breaking through the first layer of defenses. He's got to take out some halberdiers though, but this halberdier unit, they lost a lot of troops to arrow fire. They're now down to 42, originally having 160. That's why you got to be careful with these very defensive units, like the halberdier unit. They're not very fast. They don't have great protection against arrows, so you got to keep them behind buildings, behind walls. Use them until keep them hidden until, oh my god. Sorry, I have to stop talking there. That arrow volley was insane. That just butchered them. And now the County of Toulouse, the heavy melee, are going to be able to break through, crush those halberdiers. But what I was saying is use the halberdiers once the enemy has used up their arrows. Once they're charging in infantry, then set up your halberdiers. That will make sure you save a lot of them. Oh, yeah. Oh, chop his leg off. Nice. Finish him. Awesome. All right, so they're going to fall back, and finally the County of Toulouse broke through. But does England's still not advancing? They're still not in range of the battle. Reinforcements are not here yet. France is struggling for this gate. I mean, gates are really difficult to take in Total War Attila. You've got the 2 arrow towers. The gate pours down oil. It's really challenging. That's why I usually tend, when I'm attacking, I try not to go for the gate because it's just, you're going to lose too many men there. But again, Bohemia or Bavaria holds on. And now Spears Sergeants coming in. The French are going to try to engage with their spears. More infantry pouring out of the siege towers. Coming down like an avalanche, coming down a mountain. Everyone was dying. I'm going to stop there. If you guys know what I'm talking about. Butthole Surfers. Dr. Pepper. Look it up. It's a song. If you haven't heard of it, you'll know what I'm talking about. All right, so we'll zoom out a little bit. So, yeah, I think the French finally, now that they're flanking a little bit, yeah, they are breaking the spears. He formed another square formation around the attacking French. He's going to break that square formation, charge and try to support that swordsman unit, but I think it's too late. I think Bavaria should, yeah, he should just fall back. There you go. That's the wise decision. They still have a lot of troops around the town center. Again, they've got to wait for their heroes right here, which is the English. They got to wait for them. There's still a chance, but they are losing a lot of men very quickly. And that's probably why they didn't put up a solid defense against the Kingdom of Jerusalem, because they just didn't have enough troops to hold every single wall. Alright, they are firing their catapult fire. They should try to hold that a little bit. This is a cool formation. Bavaria forming square. The Knights Hospitaller about to charge in. Oh my god! What happened? Was that a machine gun? No, it was insane. Just blood everywhere from both armies. The Hospitallers are probably going to break here pretty quickly because they lost so much of their unit so far. Alright, so the attackers are beginning to capture certain arrow towers, slowly claiming the outer walls. See, these crossbows up here might want to hold fire. They got a lot of friendly fire in that charge, and just look at the blood. It's an ocean of blood on the battlefield. The roads are running with blood. Oh, here we go. Here we got reinforcements coming down. No, those are the crossbows coming down. I guess he's just trying to break them. Maybe expose their flank, get them to break. I don't know. Or maybe that was a misclick. But they are wavering. The Hospitallers are going to break. He does have reserves over here. It looks like it's mostly order spearmen. Which, look at that. That looks really cool. Those order spearmen, man. I love the Kingdom of Jerusalem. One of my favorites. Alright, France finally breaking through here. It's been a very difficult assault here. Oh, we do have a general dead. A dead general. How did this happen? Oh no. The general sniped from archers. The general, wait, really? Oh my god, that was an insane range. You gotta be careful about that, guys. Or maybe it was from this, maybe it was the crossbows from over here. I cannot confirm where it came from. But some archer unit focused on, they sniped the general. That's one thing you got to be careful of. Whenever you fall back to a location like this, you're out in the open and you're really a sitting duck to archer fire. You got to watch where your general is. Keep him behind buildings, keep him behind walls, or he will get sniped out like that. All right, so where's England? Come on, England. All right, England is now moving forward. They are slowly marching. I get it. They're gonna, try not to get, the fatigue going. They don't want their troops tired. But they've got to move quickly. And I think what England should do, it kind of looks like he's spreading up his forces. I don't think he should do that. I think he should fight one spot, focus all of his attention. I think he should focus right here. There's really not that much here. He can take it out, get a good foothold, and then he can focus down a different path and support the defenders who are in the town center. But this is going to be the very difficult part of the siege, guys. As a defender, whenever you are pushed back at the town center, you've got to just hope that the attackers use up all their ammo very quickly without killing a lot of your own troops. This is pretty good though right here. We've got some crossbows right in the front line who are trying to pepper down the order spearmen, and we got some artillery coming down. That was beautiful. Oh, there we go. More arrows crashing down. So at least they're answering back to the arrow fire. Here comes a charge, though, from the dismounted Hospitaller Knights. The crossbows are going to drop their crossbows, take their swords out. I wouldn't do that. I'd be running for my life. Get behind the Pavis, man. Oh, there they go. They're going to break. Yeah, he doesn't need to get them that close. Just put them up on this road. It's a nice angle. You can get a good shot there. I love the formation, though, of this. This looks really cool. Very nice. All right, England getting closer and closer. They got to move quickly. All right, so France is now pushing on Bavaria, trying to advance on his location. We do have some sergeants coming in. Bavaria's sending up more support, trying to take out some spear sergeants. They should be able to break those French spear sergeants unless they, you know, fire down a lot of arrows or they send up more reinforcements. More French units breaking here. He's got a free company of footmen. They are breaking. And they are surrounded. Look at this. Let's get a cool angle of this. Look at that fight. They are surrounded on multiple fronts. That square formation is really paying off. They should send up some archers or something here. Oh, what is going? Oh, they're getting attacked here. Oh, how did I miss this? I was like, what's happening over here? Why aren't they sending crossbows? Oh, this is why. They sent up infantry, which that could be a good thing for the defenders. If they can break them, that could cause them to break and then cause fear amongst the ranks. But I think you should not be using his catapult in this situation. There's too many friendlies in the way. You outnumber the attackers. You got to try to use your catapult whenever you're outnumbered and there's just a big blob of attacking forces. That's the best way. That's the best time to use it. Here comes another volley of arrows. Let's see this land, guys. Ooh, I don't know. You got a lot of friendly fire there. I could see it. The fight continues on at the crossway, the fork in the road. Oh. Okay. What was that? A charge of the Kingdom of Jerusalem? No, those were... Yeah, that was a charge. Now he's charging in his crossbows into infantry. I don't know why. He still has a ton of ammo. You don't want to use your crossbows like that. Got to try to use up all your ammo. It could have been a misclick, though. All right. Oh, here comes England. They're going to go through the gate, guys. Wait. No, yeah, he does have some troops in the gate. He's got a couple knights here. He didn't fully commit. Look at this dude. He's just, like, saddling the wall here. What do you... Put your foot back. Just showing off my foot, guys. You like my foot? I don't know what he's doing. Been doing foot workouts all this time. You got to show it off. All right, more English knights though. They're so close. They got to get going though. Also, they got to watch out for this. This is really sneaky. County of Toulouse waiting for them. Maybe they're waiting for them to commit. Maybe they're waiting for them to leave their archers in a very vulnerable position so they can charge them. Who knows? But England needs to advance, and it looks like he is going to group up his army once again and focus most of his attention taking this location here. And the men-at-arms are breaking some archers, but they are also breaking. The gate is closing, and I think it's going to reopen. Yeah, it should reopen. Here comes some reinforcements, foot knightly retinue. They're getting sprayed down with arrows, but that's okay. And now we have the Kingdom of Jerusalem forming a shield wall. See, is oil coming down? Oh, nice. Oil coming down on those troops. Excellent. Very nice, very nice. All right, let's head over to the other side where this fight is still going on. But France is taking control of this one. Yeah, I'm really sorry about the choppiness, guys. I'm not sure why this is happening. It could be the replay or just the game, or maybe just it's time for a new hard drive. I'm really not sure, but it's been a little disruptive. I'm not going to lie. Definitely, you know, I don't think it's ruined the video, but we've gotten a couple moments of choppiness. It could just be the size of the battle. I mean, there's a lot of troops. But about half of them have died now. A little bit. There's a little bit more than half left. All right, so we got a nice stand here from the heavy sergeants. Let's head over to this front where England. This is really the most critical moment of the battle here. Now, because he was so aggressive with his archers, most of them died to the arrow or the oil. Now, remember, the defenders still get to use this oil. I'm pretty sure. Let's see. Let's see. Is he gonna get? Well, I think he's fine. It's almost like the battle replay is going into fast forward and then it slows down. I don't know what's going on. All right, here's 2 rows. This is so awesome looking. I love this. Nice use of the testudo formation. It's gonna make their combat effectiveness a lot better. It's gonna make it more challenging. And the longer England waits here, the more he's gonna get chewed up by those Jerusalem arrows. We also have the fight going on in this front. We got the Pavi's shields, man. They're the best unit for holding these kind of positions. God, I love the camera angle, man. Look at this. You can just get right in the front line. Experience what the common soldier is experiencing. Alright, I'm going a little bit too fast here, though. Sorry, guys. I'm probably making you sick. The cameras are a little weird around these ramps. That's for sure. I want to get closer, but... They do have the crossbow support there, the Pavi's crossbows. They've used up almost all of their ammo, but it's good to see that they still have ammo. It's going to really help out the defenders. I do see a lot of troops headed this way. This could be a problem here. They don't really have a ton of men defending. Ooh, they're starting to waver here, guys. I don't know why, but he's really clumping up his crossbows. He's making himself a big target for enemy archers. The Pavis are still holding this hill. So the good news is that they have Pavis here. The Pavis will definitely hold out for another 10-20 minutes. It's going to be insane how long they can hold out. But the French are making some progress against Bavaria. They do have the support of Jerusalem trying to help them break down the defenses. Oh, God. Someone lost their head. All right, so we'll zoom out a little bit and... we'll see how the gate battle's going. Now, I'm pretty sure they can use these arrow towers. I'm pretty sure, at least the last I remembered. But this is not a good sight right here. They've set up their crossbows. What is it? The county of Toulouse got the crossbows down, and they're going to fire down at all those troops. Just such a great target. England needs to get going. They can't sit back like this, or they're going to get chewed up by those arrows. They got to be. They need to stop being so passive. Push for this gate. I know they're losing a lot of troops, but they got to use those arrow towers, man. If maybe it's glitching out. Let's just say it's glitching out. What they need to do next is probably head towards this way because there's a breach point which you could use. No oil, no arrow towers. You could definitely get through there. And also, he's outnumbered with Cav, so I think that's got him a little bit concerned. He's surrounded by attacking Cav here. Heavy billmen surrounded. Yeah, look at that. Look at them. They're like vultures just waiting for the perfect time to strike. All right, let's head back to the front lines, guys, of the town centers. Oh, yeah, a lot of dead crusaders here. Bohemia holding. The Pavi's shields are doing great. What shame is there in death? No shame at all. You fought hard, you died. Nothing to be ashamed about. Alright, more breaking from the front. The heavy sergeants from Bavaria are no longer able to hold back the French horde of sergeants. Hyperion, look at them, they're cheering. More infantry coming down. He's got another spear sergeant. Bavaria sending more infantry, but again, they're already wavering before they even engage the combat. So I don't really expect these guys to last. They do not, but remember, they still have the Pavi's shields. They're just still waiting for England, and poor England just can't get through this gate. They can't get through the gate, and he's going to continue to push more and hope that just over time, he can slowly chip away against this Jerusalem defense. But he's got to find a different way. I mean, you're not going to get a better solution. I mean, he might break through this eventually, but at what cost? I mean, his army's going to be just crushed. He's going to lose so many soldiers trying to take this. Oh, nice. There's the second wave going in, supporting the front line for the Kingdom of Jerusalem. Lots of skirmishers over here just picking off these poor English army. It's almost like they should have brought artillery or something. I mean, I assume they can't use arrow towers. That's unfortunate. These poor unfortunate souls. Alright, we'll head back here. The French army really took a beating at the beginning of this battle, but he still has a decent number of troops. I mean, this is not going to be good enough to break through the Pavi's shields. I mean, look at this. A wall of brave men. That's what you got there. Now over on this side, more breaking. So they could, you know, there's still hope for the defenders. It is in favor of the attackers, but only just. Now it's not expecting the English to be outside the settlement, so the game doesn't realize that England has to now attack to get through the attackers. But yeah, they still have a chance. The number of troops, the defenders are down 300 men. That's it. That's not a big deal when you're defending. And as long as these Pavi's shields hold, And these crossbows, I think they used up their ammo. No, they still have ammo. They can still, look at this. They can go for these troops back here. And they're getting chewed up, guys. I mean, they lost a lot. I mean, back here, this is a pretty healthy unit. But these two have lost a lot to crossbow fire, I assume. Man, the ramp is always so glitchy with the camera. So we'll just have to zoom in with N. What shame is there in death? We heard it again, guys. We heard it again. Alright, so we'll zoom out once again. The French still have a lot of archers. I think they used up most of their Scots Guard ammo. He is pushing in cav on this front. What do we got here? Some French nobles trying to break their way through. They were trying to break through some Pavis and some archers. And unfortunately, the Pavis are just not gonna, they're not gonna hold on for too long, which is very, very surprising from the Pavis, especially with the unit of 84 left. It could be because of the death of their general. The morale is shattered for these defenders. So England needs to hurry up. They need to hurry, and this is not gonna work, guys. I mean, Toulouse is sending more infantry. Jerusalem still has a lot of infantry here. Poor England, and he's getting butchered. Oh, we do have a cav battle going on outside against the reinforcements. Oh man, the attackers showing no mercy against these reinforcements. The English king probably feeling like Mighty Mouse or something, like, here I come to save the day. And just gets butchered on the battlefield. Now surrounded by a bunch of soldiers from the county of Toulouse. And his infantry just not able to break through the gate. Oh, England. Oh, England. You're breaking, man. His troops are getting chewed up by all the good thing about this, though, is that all this arrow fire is not focusing on the defenders who are already at the town center. So that's something, right? And he is breaking some crossbows there. So it's, you know, it's not the end of the world. We do have another small, yep, we got another engagement here. French nobles running down some yeoman archers. I'm sure they're really enjoying this. They enjoy it quite a bit. And the attackers are now pushing through the spears. They're charging in what they have left, which is mostly just crossbow troops. Skirmishers. The county of Toulouse, they've got their cav running wild here. Oh yeah, they're cheering. They're excited. Scots Guard are now in the fight. Look at, they got the bows on their backs. Oh, they have spears? The Scots Guard brings spears. It's not really a spear. What is that? It's like it's almost like a bill weapon, a heavy billman kind of unit there. That's pretty cool. I like that. Scots Guard. You know, I'm sure they enjoy killing English and English allies as well. So they're supporting their French ally there. We do have some cycle charges coming in. Yep. The French are breaking the Pavis, and here comes what's left of Jerusalem. They're charging in their infantry to try to join up with their allies and celebrate at the town center because they cut down these defenders. And poor England just not able to save the day. We do have some swordsmen here, though. Oh, England got some swordsmen inside. All right. But they're about to die. A very horrible death. Trampled by cav. Let's enjoy this. Oh, yeah. Jerusalem showing no mercy. Showing no mercy. All right, so that's English. That's the English forces there. And again, they're just not able to break through. I guess they weren't able to use the siege towers, which is really unfortunate. And their general is breaking. I don't think he died, but he is breaking. The king's like, I'm out of here. This was a terrible idea. So he's breaking. Yeah, that's how the English king sounds. That's the voice I gave him. Don't question it. So I think all he has left here are foot men at arms. Bloody fight, guys. A bloody fight. And the centers, there's no defenders in the center. They have been wiped out. Bohemia crushed, Bavaria crushed, and now soon England will be crushed. Constant cav charges. Now they defeated the general. We've got some Hospitaller Knights. I think they were going to go for the archers, but they are protected by some heavy billmen. Oh, here comes another cav flanking around. I think they were going to go for the retreating troops, but now they're going to change targets, go for the archers. Fire arrows coming in. And I think it's quite clear that England, they're not going to be able to save the day. And they're going to be able to take this town center. So what a tragic end. I mean, I kind of like this ending a lot because you always think like, oh, here comes the reinforcements, it's game over. No, the attackers punished these reinforcements. Well executed. They just took out the defenders so quickly, set up their own archers, made it so difficult for England to take, you know, the flank around, and it just did not pay off. And England is breaking. Instant break there, and that is going to be the end of this battle. And the defenders never win, guys. The defenders never win. And to celebrate the defenders never winning, I've gotten a new t-shirt. It's right here. You can see it on the screen. Defenders never win. You can check it out in my little store. Also, I've got a couple other t-shirts that you can check out. But yeah, hashtag defenders never win. That's okay with me. It's still very exciting. And I'm sure we'll get more victories from the defenders very soon. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. So let's end the replay and look at the results. It wasn't a close battle, that's for sure. But you know, sometimes battles aren't always close. And it's just great to have more content of 12-12 because it is a mod and it is very challenging to get, you know, it's good replays because it's a mod. It's not, you know, not everyone's playing it. It's more difficult to install than just vanilla Attila. So this was sent in by Azarin Fox. He has a lot of kills from his Scots Guard, a lot of kills from some of his sergeants. His free company didn't really do much. One got 118, which is pretty good, but the rest were probably just cannon fodder. And then he has some bombard there. His cav, one of his cav doing pretty well. And then we have Maxi here, who is the County of Toulouse. His crossbows really killed it, and even his hunters here did all right. And then we have Master. He has a lot of kills with his infantry as well, and of course the archers. Now I think, well, never mind. I was gonna say that whenever you're attacking and you're outnumbered, you should have less archers than the defenders, just to make it more fair, because archers just can butcher defending armies if they're outnumbered. But they weren't. They just had, you know, reinforcements. Let's now look at the defenders. The crossbows did well, 343. I don't, maybe they should have retreated earlier. I mean, if you look at this, like, what could have the defenders have done better? Excuse me. I think they should have saved some of their catapult ammo until much later on, like the late stages of the battle. They could have used their cav a little bit better, but they still got tons of kills. Let's look at Bavaria. Again, pretty solid kills with the crossbows. One of it, 111, that's great. His infantry did okay. Cav did okay. Harry Hobbit, unfortunately Harry Hobbit got butchered there. I honestly, it's just a tough situation for England. It's not that he was a bad player. It's just there was nowhere. I mean, it's tough to go through that gate and try to take it. I assume the siege towers are just not able to climb up. So, yeah, maybe he should have went around the flank on the French side because there was a breach in the walls. So who knows? But yeah, great battle. Again, the defenders, I don't know. I mean, it's just tough. I just think maybe if they fought for the outer walls, they could have tried fighting for that a little bit longer. I think he should have just retreated more forces. Whenever you're outnumbered like that, it's really hard to defend the outer walls. So retreat back, try to defend the town center. That does make you a sitting duck for arrow fire. You know, they can just sit back and fire you to death. But again, use your archers and try to fire back. But a great battle. I really enjoyed it. It's nice to see that reinforcement battles. You guys are doing your own reinforcement battles instead of just, you know, me doing them. It's great to see that. Very interesting stuff. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this battle. If you did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like, a comment, share, and of course subscribe for more epic battles. Thank you guys so much. Have a wonderful day. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you next time.